dust. Oh my god. What is this? We just crossed over $6,000 balance on this thing? Oh, my camera's a little bit low. Welcome to crypto! Welcome to crypto, my god. I just realized this thing. Welcome to crypto, my god almighty. Oh my god. I told people on Discord last night you might want to buy $50 worth of this. Welcome to crypto. Holy balls. So I think this thing's down a little bit. Wow. The world of crypto, where we can buy unicorn fart dust. I mean, this thing is very memeable. What if this guy starts actually making like a unicorn fart dust product in his garage? What if that happens? Oh, 91,000%. Up 91,000% on this wallet. What the fuck is this unicorn fart dust? Jesus Christ. Let me double check this real quick as well. Oh my god. This is bizarre. We're really, unicorn fart dust is really pushing this morning, surprising me. No KOLs, no pre-sale. All the people that bought this thing, they bought it on the bonding curve early on, or they were buying it as it was going up after it got listed on Radium. So this is actually pretty fair. Like, in terms of crypto, like launching and stuff, this one launched pretty fair. In Discord, if you're in Discord, I'm streaming the Bitcoin, Doge, XRP, Ethereum chart. On YouTube, I'm streaming the unicorn fart dust. Wow. The guy that made unicorn fart dust is even funnier as well. This is hilarious. The world of crypto. Look at this thing. This is the hourly chart. Like, this is the hourly chart as it's moving. I put the hourly because it's so volatile. You can still see the candles moving. Um, I wish I could get rid of this information on the left and drag the chart to the left and keep this on the right. That would be pretty handy. I think we might get away with the 15 minutes, possibly. Yeah, we can do the 15 minutes. We can do the 15-minute chart on this thing, I think. Wow. Let's do a poll real quick. Will do you have any unicorn fart dust? What the fuck? What is that green candle? Who came in with that right there before it closed? Jesus Christ. I have to look at those buys. How much was that? $19,000? What is this? What is this? $19,000? Someone came in there with like $19,000 on an order. That's hilarious. My God. Oh, my unicorn wallet. My Uniswap wallet. Almost 750,000 for that Uniswap wallet. Wow. Wow. Look at that move. Oh, I gotta enter the password again. This is that annoying part. Gotta keep entering the password. I gotta hide my screen when I enter the password. Sorry, guys. I gotta hide my screen when I enter my password. I think I got the auto sleep mode on for the wallet. So up over $6,000 so far. Up over $6,000 so far. Wow. What a push. Woo! Unicorn fart dust. This portfolio is up over 92,000%. So mad. So insane. Come on, guys. Take profits on your fart dust so that my bag goes down in value. I want people to take profits so I can buy more later. I don't want this thing to go parabolic yet. I don't have enough. I need like $100,000 worth of this thing before it runs, ideally. I don't have enough unicorn fart dust. And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Wow. This is bizarre. Woo! Look at that move. I wonder if the developer, is going to come online and sell. By the way, we're like dipping quite hard. Is this on the same screen? No. I should just put this on the same screen. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Okay. Might have a solution. Uh, as you can see here this morning, by the way, look, XRP is bleeding. Dogecoin is bleeding. Ethereum is bleeding. Like, all these prices are coming down. All these prices are coming down, by the way. Wow. Look at that drop down. Jeez. Louise. Wow. Alright. Enough with these boring cryptos going down. Let's go back here to unicorn fart dust. Unicorn fart dust. How funny. Mm, mm, mm. Look at that wick. My God, this is like this is a big volume candle as well. Like, supply and demand met right there. This is a 15-minute chart. Let's put this thing on a 1 minute. Let's watch this bad boy on the 1 minute chart. See those buys and sells coming in over here. Man, 5 cents. This thing's above 5 cents per token. I wonder where it's going to stop. Ooh. Unicorn fart dust before Christmas. Who voted yes? So there's 24% voted yes out of 30. So, yeah, put in the YouTube chat if you have unicorn fart dust. I have some UFD. Do you have any UFD? Bring me a water as well, please. Thank you. Yo quiero agua. 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 Water. Go get me water. Please. Give me water. Oh, yeah, take this one. Take this one as well. Thank you. Take it to the kitchen. Appreciate it. Don't drop it, okay? And then bring me back one water. Wow, unicorn fart dust. Let's not get carried away. Let's go back over here. Let's look at the other cryptos. Wow. Look at this bleed down this morning as well. So what we're noticing here, XRP fell under $2.40. Doge is still barely holding on to 38 cents. Looks like it wants to bleed down. Everything is dropping! Ah! Agua. Yo quiero agua. Thank you. Here you go. Some gold. Here, take your gold. Here you go, gold. Thank you for the water. Woo! This dropped down. Wow, you bring me a big one? You're really strong. Give me the rock. Wow, you bring too many at one time. Let me show off the gold. Got the iron ore gold. It's a little bit hard to see the gold on the camera here. I can see a little bit of the gold. You wanna buy? You wanna trade your Memecoin? Oh, this is the little dust. I think this one's broken. Got a gem here. Got the big pyrite. Gotta be careful. We're touching this one too much. It's going to change color. Hey, let's look at your Look, crypto go down. Oh, this is my microphone. Look right here. Ah. Say down. Look. You gonna look at the unicorn fart dust again? Man, my God, unicorn fart dust is really pushing again. 5.7 cents. What the fuck? Yeah. You got your chair? Here, come here. I'll pull you over here. Your keyboard? Here, your keyboard. You working, okay? You gotta work. You gotta make the money. $100,000 a month keeps the doctor away. You gotta get your fart dust to $100,000, and then you can sell it if you want to. Start selling out if you want to at $100,000. You can't sell it here. Are you going down? Where are you going? Okay, come here. You're up almost 6,500 on your fart dust. Woo! Woo! High five, high five. Pound it. Pound it. Bah. Shake my hand. Unicorn fart dust. That's what you pick. All right. I'm going to continue monitoring this chart. Be careful on the cable. Here, your keyboard. Here you go. Take this one. No, don't go under there. Go take that. Unicorn farting dust. So it's so funny. Like this crypto, like Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, they're bleeding down. They're bleeding down. While unicorn fart dust is coming up this morning. Like these cryptos are all dropping. And unicorn fart dust doesn't even care. It's still pushing up, making new local highs. Yeah, it was around 2 cents last night, Cocaine White Films. How much did you buy Cocaine White Films? I'm sure you looked at it and thought about buying a little bit. This thing is crazy. 99,000%, almost 100,000% on this bag. You like that chair? This chair was outside at the trash. Like someone just put it by the trash. So I took it and cleaned it and it works. It works. Very comfortable. It supports a guy like me that's over 200 pounds, 6 foot tall. It works. What are we doing, YouTube? What is this? No, my position's up there. This was like about $68, $69 starting balance on this wallet, Carlo. I mean, I'm going to get a new chair today. I found a better chair for $20 somewhere that is over $300 on Amazon. So I'm gonna go pick that up later today as well with my fart money. I don't know, like unicorn. What is it? Unicorn fart dust? Man, what is this? Unicorn fart over 103,000%. This is mad. Look at that resistance as it tried to break the cents up here. Look at the big sells. Someone woke up and started selling. LTD is also in the accumulation phase right now. Easy. LTD still in that accumulation phase. I still have over 3 billion LTD, which 1 billion is staked. 1 billion of that LTD is staked as well. They're doing Twitter Spaces. They're doing a big Twitter Spaces today. Easy. Check their Twitter. Go and listen to that Spaces. Man. Unicorn fart dust. What are you doing? What are you doing? People are irrational. The markets are totally insane. People are buying unicorn fart dust. Some people are borrowing money to buy Bitcoin over 100,000. Ah, my God. I mean, unicorn fart dust having a little rally right now. This is like one of the best meme coin charts on the wall. That's no KOLs, no pre-sale, that had the bonding curve. I didn't put more money and I'm up over 100,000% on this wallet. My God! My God! Wow. I can't believe like this wallet's up over $7,000 right now from this stuff. Oh my God. This is totally illogical. This is totally meme worthy as well. Totally meme worthy crypto. And the power behind it was that the guy launched it on the bonding curve, so there's no pre-sale. DJ says, how did you find UFD out of all the memes? So I got lucky. I've been researching gold and silver a lot, DJ. I got super lucky. I'll show you real quick. So because I've been researching gold and silver, I think gold will eventually go over $15,000 per ounce and make its way over $20,000 per ounce. I was watching YouTubers that talk about gold. I was watching all these gold mining shows on TV and stuff. And I ran across this guy right here. I'll show you real quick. I ran a guy, this guy, he didn't have a lot of views. This guy didn't have a lot of views. His name is Ron's Basement. And then if you click on his live streams, yesterday, like he mostly is talking about gold and silver. So I was watching like gold and silver, getting his opinions. And then yesterday, out of nowhere, he launched a Memecoin. And out of nowhere, he launched a Memecoin, Unicorn Fart Dust. This was him showing his screen. He was adding liquidity, and well, not liquidity, but he's getting the bonding curve on the pump.fund. So there's no pre-sale, there are no KOLs, and this thing, crypto Twitter is talking about making this thing pump to impress the guy, and it just started running. So this guy, let me subscribe to him real quick as well and like the video. But all in all, like just my research about gold and silver, ironically, this guy makes that video. So I got lucky. I got lucky. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Did we just hit 7 cents there? 7.2? The markets are crazy. And I pinged about this in a Discord last night as well, DJ. I mean, if you're in Discord, you heard about it. So in the Discord, when I posted about this yesterday, I said, consider buying at least $50 worth of Unicorn Fart Dust. When I said that the price was about 3.8, but I did, like, when I added the chart and everything, I said, I'll be buying if it retraces between 0.005 to 0.015. And then I also, in the share your entries, I also bought more. In share your entries, I also bought more around the 3 cents to 3.2 cents. And I put it in there. So from what I bought last night, as well, the additional is up over almost double here. It's up almost double from where I bought it last night. So, so we're up. We're up. And look, the volume is building here. This is a really big battle area where people are fighting to take profits and buying. So, man, this is a wild ride. Yeah, it came out of nowhere. This thing came out of nowhere. The guy that made it, he wasn't like getting KOLs. He wasn't advertising it or anything. He just streamed it and made it out of fun as a tease. There was no serious money put in by this guy that made it or the other people. Like, and the spread is pretty big, like the wallets, because it was on that bonding curve. Yeah, out of nowhere. He did it to prove that he thought that it would not go up. He thought it would not go up, and he wanted to prove that silver and gold is better than crypto. But it went up. So it's so hilarious. Thor says, how come this price action could not happen with HEO? HEO is a utility token. Thor is not a meme coin, as they said. So by it being a utility token, a lot of that utility, a lot of the profits don't come until after their subscription fees kick in. Right now, their platform's free. When people start paying, I think that's when the revenue and everything starts coming in for HEO. So in the YouTube poll, surprisingly, 33% of you guys already have Unicorn Fart Dust. Surprisingly, you guys already have Unicorn Fart Dust. I have to close my XRP short. I have to close my Bitcoin short. I do think it's not at a bad spot to close. All right, I closed my Bitcoin short. I closed my XRP short. I'm posting the screenshots in a second in Discord. If you're on voice chat, just let you know. I was able to get over 500% on the Bitcoin short. Nice. And then for the XRP, I was able to get over 1,500%. Woo! What the fuck? Who buying it? They're buying it up here. Jesus Christ. Wow. 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 Whoa! 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 God candle right there. You see this wick? Can we even reclaim that 9.5 cents? Jesus. Jesus. What? 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 9.5. It hit 9.5. Well, that's what Tame Token was all about, teaching people how to use a wallet, how to use a decentralized exchanges. And they were rewarded on the way. They got some free Tame Tokens along the way. So in Discord, like learning how to use Tame Token, it did branch you off and teach you how to use some DeFi stuff and wallets. It hit 9 cents. My God almighty. That's a battle area right there. That's the biggest wick I've seen so far of the day. Man. Yeah, let me jump in the call.
On, and the quote unquote altcoins come up with new narratives every cycle. Again, the narrative of the early cycle, the first cycle was really all about Bitcoin, and then it then became the second cycle is when you ended up having the launch of Ethereum and the ICOs, and Ethereum actually got close enough to Bitcoin's market cap. They were calling it the flippening, and they thought that Ethereum would surpass the market cap of Bitcoin. That, of course, never happened. It's not even come close for any coin since. The cycle after that, you ended up having the dawn of NFTs and of the metaverse and of Web3 gaming and of DeFi, the summer of DeFi in 2020. And so this most recent cycle has really been dominated by meme coins. Um, you know, NFTs have pretty much fallen by the wayside, other than Pudgy Penguins. And Pudgy Penguins, I'd say, is pumped lately because they are airdropping, as did Bored Apes a few years ago, a fungible coin, a meme coin from it. And Pengu came out yesterday and shot up to almost $3 billion from zero. So the meme coin narrative is alive and well. There have been a number of meme coins that have gone from like zero to a couple of billion. I've been working with a number of them, including Brett, which went from you know tens of billions to 2 billion in less than a year. That's the number one meme coin on base, and so there's two things with quantum. A is the category becomes known. It will basically like the centralized AI is a new category right now. It will have its leaders and it will have its investors that basically are like, I want to find the winners in quantum resistant blockchains. The second thing, of course, is just what chips like Willow can ultimately do to put your all of your cryptocurrencies at risk in terms of being able to crack the encryption. And so obviously there's where Curatium comes in. It'll be a battle. I think the one good thing about when that day comes is that we will discover all of the lost Bitcoin. So we will get back to 21 million Bitcoin. If Satoshi, burned his Bitcoin, if other people, lost their hard drive, these keys will be found by quantum computing. The defense mechanism, is going to be sort of this kind of arms race where the chips will get faster, the technologies, the software that uses the chips to crack codes will get faster, and multi-sig wallets will have to be used by everyone so that if it cracks your first one, can it crack 100? Sort of a multi-sig with 100 variables in it.
Yeah, I closed the
And so that'll
Bitcoin
be
and
the
XRP
interesting
shorts.
that's going to
XRP
happen
over
over the next decade.
1,500% at 247. 247
And you very
68.
interestingly touched upon one point, Michael, and that is about the dominance of meme coins. And I picked this point. I know it's completely different from the technological advancements that we spoke about in this space. But this has also become a very active debate in the community now. And I recently did an interview with Cointelegraph where there was a analysis being done, and some players are starting to see blockchain as the mere good application of it being meme coin. Of course, I completely do not subscribe with that fact, but this is something that we are seeing, that the most of the volumes that some blockchains are consuming right now are through meme coins. And that's one part of the world. The other part of the world is where these technological advancements that you spoke about, decentralized AI, quantum chips, independently, generative AI, and all these things are coming together, and we are seeing a new world coming into place. How do you see these two parallel worlds existing, and how does it impact the value of an asset class again, like cryptocurrencies, like blockchain, and specifically Bitcoin?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack there. I would say that Bitcoin as an asset class is different than all other cryptocurrencies. You don't see any, foreign governments or the United States talking about having even Elon talking about having a Dogecoin, strategic reserve, much less a dog with hat. So, for the most part, meme coins have been powered by retail, fascinated by the get rich quick aspect. They look at Bitcoin, and if they're very new and they say, wow, $108,000 of Bitcoin, I can't afford that. Not realizing that they could put, $100 a week into Bitcoin. It is divisible into 100 million parts, and you can buy as small of a part as you want on any of the exchanges, Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, through a DEX, etc. And same with Ethereum. You can buy fractions. And again, most of them are divisible into 100 million parts. Some of them even more. They've got maybe 10 or 12 zeros. So that's the beauty of the blockchain that was again created by Satoshi. And I think that for the most part, that the power of meme coins initially has been retail saying, you know what, I want to get rich quick. I read about the Dogecoin millionaire. I read about this and that. I can do that. I'm going to go and just read all I can, get into chat groups, figure out what the new things are. And there's something called Pump.Fund that's only been out for a couple of months, and it basically launches new meme coins en masse on Solana. I mean, you can launch a meme coin for $100 or something, and $200, and some of them become dog with hat, and most of them just fail. Some of them are as they call rug pulls, where the developers just get them out there, have a tax on them, collect the money, pump them up a little bit, take retail's money, and then just like run away. And there'll be prosecutions in that area. That's not good for crypto. On the other hand, there are legitimate ones that are there because it's an attention economy within meme coins. There is a real reason for them to exist, and if there wasn't, they wouldn't be as active and as profitable to people who are sophisticated investors in that space. But it is an area with 400,000 meme coins being launched a week that is the highest risk category to get your high rewards.
Got it. What would you see as the next evolution for the current tier one blockchains? And I will now start including Ethereum, Solana, and the likes of the classic layer ones alongside of Bitcoin. What would be the next evolution for them to maintain their supremacy?
Well, last cycle, one of the narratives that did well was layer two, right? Polygon kind of started off, and if you got an early in Polygon, you made 100 times your money in less than a year. They were also very, good profitability getting in early to Arbitrum, to Optimism, to a number of the other, layer two blockchains. Now, another narrative was sort of the dexes. Uniswap has grown exponentially, and so I think this cycle you're going to see um, multi-chain dexes coming out. You're going to see dexes that do not require AMM, so that they're automated market making, so you can actually go and do things that you could only previously do on centralized exchanges, like set order limits, et cetera, and futures and puts and calls and things like that. So that's all developing. Another one is going to be, I'd say that this narrative will be dominated by, at least from the layer ones, will be special use layer ones, right? There's a number of people who are working on privacy oriented blockchains where it's kind of like, a layer one EVM compatible, Ethereum compatible, or Solana compatible, um, blockchain that also has privacy aspects, or in craniums that has quantum resistance. So that is something that it's easy to move from one compatible blockchain to another, less so to move to a non-compatible. That's one reason why Ethereum is still number two and it's not number seven, even though it's it's slower, it's older technology than say Solana or some of the other newer layer ones. But the most popular layer ones have still been the EVM compatibles. I mean, BNB is a top 5 or 6 coin depending on the day, and it was the original sort of fork of Ethereum as a layer one that got traction. And Phantom then added the DAG model, and project I'm involved with, Waterfall, sort of improved on that DAG model. And Avalanche had its own innovations, and these are all very successful blockchains. And there will be, I mean, I think there's going to be as many, sort of. I mean, there's no limit to the amount of innovation you can have. It's the market that's going to control it. In the beginning of the App Store at Apple, for the iPhone, there was probably only a couple dozen apps. Now there's billions. Doesn't mean they're all going to be Angry Birds, right? So I think that there could, in the future, be 100,000 layer ones, but probably 10 of them will be 90% of the usage.
Got it. And two things that are making me curious, Michael, on this particular aspect that you spoke about. You touched upon something very interesting, and which is like specialty focus layer ones, which are designed for a niche, versus something which is much more open, built one platform for all, kind of an approach. So the first question is, as per your experience, and you've been in the industry literally from, I can say, day one, have seen so many projects sprouting from their day one to now, like, which includes Ethereum. Which which kind of projects do you see will be able to lead, to command, and to grow in this competitive industry now? Because, like you mentioned, there can be hundreds of layer ones that can come out, so it is getting crowded. So if one has to stand out, what approach do you think is going to be more targeted and more profitable in today's age? A niche driven for a specific use case blockchain, or something which is open for all?
Well, it's not so much that it's open for all. It's just that it's generic. I think that the days of just having another generic a layer one blockchain that doesn't do anything other than just like, hey, we look like Ethereum, are probably gone. You have to have a reason to exist. That's why the fastest growing blockchains so far in the last year or two, coming out of the last Bitcoin winter. Bitcoin winter, by the way, that's when the price of Bitcoin crashes, but altcoins follow. I like to say that when Bitcoin gets a cold, altcoins get pneumonia. And so Bitcoin winter is the longest of the seasons. It's typically been about 18 months out of the 4 years, and that's when the best innovation happens. My friend Brock Pierce, who was a co-founder of Tether, created the security token, and was a co-founder of EOS, which was a $4 billion ICO during the ICO craze. He has a saying that he's been quoted a lot on, which is you know. Bull markets create bullshit, and bear markets bear fruit. And bear markets is when it's easy to build, because there's nobody throwing crazy amounts of money and everybody hoping to get their TGE out in 15 seconds. Basically the markets dry up. You can get great talent cheaply. You can build quietly, slowly, without you know having to worry about your exit 15 seconds after you start, and that's when some of the greatest projects have been built in bear markets, and that's true for Silicon Valley too. If you look at the biggest companies in the world, they were typically founded during recessions. Microsoft came out of a recession. Apple came out of recession. Apple's top product category, which started with the iPod. They were talking about Apple going out of business, and they went and created the iPod, which people thought they were insane, and they created that, right after 9/11. And it was just like, what, are you out of your mind? You're never going to beat the Chinese MP3 players. They've got 90% market share, and you're more expensive. And of course, because it was a better product, it clobbered them and built the path for them to then launch, the iPhone in 2007, and then the iPad, in the depths of the 2009, market meltdown. So, building things in bad times is very profitable for investors who are brave. It's brave to buy Bitcoin after capitulation, but it's the most profitable time to do so. And it's this last cycle, and I mentioned some of these names in my book. You could have gone and bought Caspa at the bottom when it was just starting out. You could have bought BitTensor, one of the earliest tokens in the new decentralized AI narrative. I mean, it launched around 12 cents and went up to $700, right? I mean, that's that's almost like Ethereum growth, right? And so that's sort of a model that I look for, certainly in the bear markets. I'm just looking for who's out there, who's unsung, who's got a really great team, and usually those are the best valuations you can find. And again, so I think it's innovation and acceptance, right? Innovation. I mean, obviously, what Cranium's doing right now with its node sale, is innovative, and obviously, the entire quantum category is one that is new and innovative, and then it's just a matter of sort of having that narrative be picked up by investors, and that's when you kind of get a category surfacing at the top of the bull market.
Thank you very much, Michael. That means a lot. And this is very interesting, the way you put it. And by the way, I just love the way you explained. Bull market creates bullshit and bear market bears fruit. It's so true. I mean, because in the bull market, you start seeing everybody just like popping up projects from everywhere. But at the same time, one thing I'm curious to pick your mind on this is the capital allocation. In the bear market, it's very challenging for innovative projects building for the future around a new technology. Let's take an example of quantum security in a blockchain. Building a project like this, which is early on, which has a huge potential, but still early on. The capital allocation for something like this, the appetite for many investors are not that great. But then comes out a news like Willow by Google, which establishes that quantum computing is here, and then it starts becoming the talk of the town. So, what's your advice for builders who are aiming to build something substantial like this, but facing this kind of a challenge?
Well, I think with challenges come opportunities, right? The price of Bitcoin actually dipped a little bit the day that Willow was announced. It recovered pretty quickly because it's, sort of. But during Bitcoin summer, I like to say it's in the book that I have something I call the news relativity paradigm, and the news relativity paradigm, Turpin's news relativity paradigm, basically states that in bull markets, um, bad news gets ignored and good news gets accentuated, and it's the opposite in a bear market. In a bear market, good news gets ignored. For example, in the last bear market, El Salvador added Bitcoin as its legal tender. In a bull market, that would have probably added 20% to the price of Bitcoin in one day. It was ho hum during the bear market. Well, what does it matter? Bitcoin's dead anyway. And yet bad news gets accentuated in a bear market. That's why we had such horrific drops when Terra Luna, which had nothing to do with Bitcoin, but obviously it wrecked a few people, and there was some collateral damage from that. You had rapid fire In the bear market, you had Terra Luna, you had Celsius, you had FTX. These were all in a couple of months, and FTX was the bottom. FTX was the bottom such to such extent that when Genesis lending, went under, even though it was a big bankruptcy, the price of Bitcoin didn't go down anymore. Why? Because there were no more sellers. If you didn't sell after FTX, with all the things that happened before it, you were a long-term holder, and that's when the market comes back, when there's no more sellers. I didn't really appreciate that in earlier cycles, and I do now. I'm not buying any more Bitcoin other than you can buy on the way up right now. But after the bubble pops, I'm not buying any more Bitcoin until capitulation. You sell at the top, you hold on to your cash for about a year, and you wait for the blood in the streets moment. And it should be obvious. Although usually, even the most sophisticated whales tend to wait a few weeks after to see if there's perhaps one more shoe to drop. But again, you can see on chain if there's no more sellers left, how much more can you drop? The whales are not going to drop. The OGs are not going to. The people who've been hodling for you know 10 years are not going to panic sell. They're going to buy, and so that's sort of the cycle that is part of this.
Got it. And do you think, Michael, there will be a next Bitcoin, or considering the political as well as commercial involvement that Bitcoin has received now, it will always maintain its place, and there will be space for new innovations. And again, if I bring it back to the narrative of a quantum threat to blockchain, do you see this threat challenging the position of the leaders in the blockchain space right now, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and new leaders will find its place replacing them, or it's not going to impact?
Well, that's a hard one to project. You're asking me to project sort of like, I mean, I think Willow surprised people, even though it's theoretical, you can't put it to use right now. But I think it surprised people on how powerful it was. It took some problems that would have taken a trillion years to solve to now be solvable in 5 minutes, at least theoretically. So with that kind of power, that could potentially at scale go and not only just destroy SHA-256, which again, the world is built on SHA-256. Bitcoin is the least of the problems that you can hack into every corporate system out there, every hospital, every government. If it got in the wrong hands, I mean, it literally could just shut down the world. We would have none of the modern amenities that are run by centralized computer systems or decentralized available to anyone. So, I mean, I think that I still believe that Bitcoin will continue for the next 50 or 100 years. I can't make projections of millennia. Who knows what's going to happen? But I think it's built for being the dominant force for the next 50 to 100 years. I mean, my friend Michael Saylor, has definitely had an impact on my thinking on this. I mean, Bitcoin is just as likely to you know become larger than gold than it is to become smaller than another coin. And I think that just because of its decentralization, its current market cap, I mean, it's hard to knock off the gorilla, and it would have to have some kind of like critical flaw. Which again, the most likely thing that would basically dethrone Bitcoin would be a quantum attack that was successful, but that could potentially dethrone all cryptocurrencies. Obviously, if Curanium was gaining market share and it was not affected at all, that could be a flippening, right? So I just think that there are many more sort of tricks that it's sort of like planning for an asteroid attack that you know is going to come in 1,000 years. You've got a lot of time to plan for it, and I think we're still far enough away from the moment that all Bitcoin wallets get cracked by Willow or some other quantum chip that powers a program that can be specifically devised to go through trillions of different private keys per minute. Is there are some defenses, and obviously they haven't been tested, but if you would have your unprotected single pair of a public address and a private key vulnerable. There are multi-sig technologies right now that can go and say, I'm going to require that you end up having, you know, 199 out of 340, whatever the thing is. You could also have it where it cannot be unlocked without hardware controls. There's just a lot of different technologies, I think, on the defense of Bitcoin. I mean, obviously the ultimate defense would be if they had to go in and upgrade Bitcoin to some higher level technology, like I don't know if there's a SHA-512 or SHA-1024 upgrade that would be available in 5 years. But we ended up going through the upgrade to SegWit to get rid of the $20 um, you know um, fees on Bitcoin transactions that happened because our blocks were too small. So Bitcoin has shown a resilience to not be frivolous with its upgrades, but to be reliable. Taproot was another innovation that has sparked the innovation to build on Bitcoin Layer 2, and so I still have faith that Bitcoin can defend against the attacks for the foreseeable future. But I certainly see the value in having quantum resistant blockchains as an alternative for those who don't want to take the risk.
Very interesting. So, in that case, Michael, so evaluating a scenario where the existing blockchains maintains their use case and their security, but at the same time, a new industry comes out, which is converging the blockchain and quantum security. And that's something that we at Curanium has done. We have coined Decrypt, decentralized quantum uncrackable infrastructure protocol, to bring together projects which are building in the decentralized space using post-quantum cryptography. So if something like this comes up while the existing blockchains like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana maintaining their security, where do you think the application of these quantum secure blockchains could be? What would be the ideal use case for them?
Well, some of the use cases may be an enterprise where they're, trying to gird for, you know, um, hundreds of billions of dollars of value, and they basically, want to be, six nines reliability on everything, and so they don't want to, risk their corporate records to, an attack that could happen sooner than expected. There's other specific examples where medical records, et cetera. So I'd say it's probably going to be in the enterprise arena first. Obviously, if there is a successful attack, then it could go mainstream very quickly. But I'd say initially it's going to be in the enterprise arena.
Got it. Very interesting. I think this was a very interesting chat, Michael. Really loved your perspective and the value add that you did in terms of. I think we touched based on multiple points, from the applications to the Bitcoin life cycle, to of course then touching on the meme coins as well, the advancements of quantum AI and the new age technologies, and the parallel existence of current blockchains as well as quantum secure blockchain. Our time is to tell where things go. But of course, what's very interesting is seeing these kind of innovations existing in the age that we live in. So really appreciate your time, Michael. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective. Any concluding thoughts that you would like to share with the listeners?
No, I think this was a good conversation, and I'm obviously, supportive of what Curanium is doing, and I'm looking forward to sort of seeing the next wave of innovation from your blockchain and from the community developing around it.
Thank you very much, Michael. That means a lot. Your support is always very much valuable. And thank you so much for all the listeners for joining in, and looking forward to staying in touch. And we'll see you in the next spaces. Thank you. Have a good day ahead.
Okay.
Wow, this fart coin did some stuff. So now unicorn fart dust. This is mad. Unicorn fart dust is still up here. I'm up over 9,000 on this thing so far. What a wild one. What a wild one. That's very interesting. Up over 9,000 on this thing. Well, anybody on Discord or YouTube want to talk about your unicorn fart dust? Because over 45%, like 45% of you guys have unicorn fart dust. How did all you guys find out about unicorn fart dust? Like, this thing was like super hidden yesterday. Now it's becoming more public as we go on. Like, this is madness. But yesterday was like super early. Yesterday was super early. Look at this poll. I'm putting the poll in the chart channel. Over 45% of you guys have unicorn fart dust. Like, oh my god. Yeah, this thing is madness. I concur. It's pretty crazy. So you found it on Twitter, Daniel. Okay. Ooh, unicorn fart dust. It's hilarious. I want to see this number break 10,000, and then the goal from there is 100,000. After that, it's out of my control. We're getting very close to breaking $10,000 on unicorn fart dust, and a reminder a little bit later yesterday, in the Discord, even last night, I gave you guys the thing about unicorn fart dust. I gave you the thing about unicorn fart dust last night. We're up early this morning streaming. Last night, when I put the chart, it was only about 3.8. It did drop down to about 2 cents before it recovered. And now we're above 8 cents. So it's pretty epic. Pretty epic. And I even bought more. If you look and share your entries. If you look and share your entries, I bought like this same position here. 113 million unicorn fart dust that you see on the stream was only about 3,800. So the same position I shared that entry on is now worth over $9,000 just from yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe getting these notifications in Discord might be good. I did show off my profits today. I took profits on my Bitcoin short. I took profits on my XRP short. Price is still around the area where I took profits. I just took profits. I'm worried it might retrace back up and hit the area where I entered originally. So I took profits there to get a better trade next time. I'm confident we're going to go long term. I think we're going to come down. I think there's going to be some major dips. But yeah. It's not on any exchanges, Ruben. It's super early. So it's only on like Radium. It was on Pump.Fun earlier. But this is Radium. This is something you swap in your Phantom wallet. I don't know how far it will go. I don't know how irrational the markets are going to be. I really don't know how irrational the markets are going to be with this unicorn fart dust. But sometimes can put some money on people being irrational. The market cap's already $85 million right now. Their market cap is $85 million. There's about $1.7 million of actual liquidity. So even if someone's balance went to $1 million, they would have trouble cashing out the whole million without the price dropping. But yeah, it's still under 100 million market cap. I see the charts here. It's not bad. It's not bad. It came up a long way. I would like to see it at least cross $100 million market cap. So when I'm looking at that market cap, if I go up here, we're about $82.5 million market cap. We did hit $96.3 million market cap. So I'm just waiting. I think it's funny just trading this. If I wanted to minimize my risk, I could sell the $3,800 worth that I did on my last trade, and then I have no risk, and it's just free money all the way up. I understand that devilfish. I mean, I saw it yesterday. I saw the guy on his YouTube. I'll show you real quick. Like, this was the guy on YouTube. I was researching silver and gold, and Ron's Basement was predominantly talking about silver and gold. And what we noticed, he did a stream 21 hours ago talking about launching unicorn fart dust. And then after he started launching unicorn fart dust, he did the bonding curve on pump.fund. So there's no ICO, there's no pre-sale, there's no KOLs. This is about as fair of a launch you can get. And then the price started running. He was excited when the price ran like to half a penny. He was really excited at half a penny when it's running. So people were buying it to pump it, show them that crypto can pump and that crypto can outperform traditional metals like silver and gold. But this thing is something very meme worthy in my opinion. If I'm going to go after a meme, like a new meme that's kind of new, this was the one that I went after and put some money behind. So yeah, we're but this thing is it's also proof that markets are irrational. Markets will do people will do crazy stuff. They'll put money in almost anything, which is another theory. I think Bitcoin's near the top. People put money in anything. I mean, I'm up like everything I have here is almost pure profit. Anything above $50 and then anything above the 3,800 I put in is pure profits up here. Like when you look at this thing on the hourly, it's crazy. Like how many people could honestly, like when you go to your Christmas, when I go see my family on Christmas, I get to tell them I bought unicorn fart dust. I get to tell my family and friends that I bought unicorn fart dust. When they ask me like, yo, what's one of the last things that you bought? It's funny. It's meme. This is like memes. And sometimes some people have too much money. They just put it in memes like this and then let it sit and ride. Yeah, I use the AI image to make the thing as well, Devilfish. So unicorn fart dust. It is like getting an area up here, like from that 2 cents up to here. I don't even know if I want to use technical analysis on this thing. I can, but if this thing starts to bull flag up here, that would be crazy. So what we're expecting, if it bull flags out up here, this would be wild. I don't even want to use technicals on this thing yet. There's not enough data or like draw the trend lines, but this thing definitely went parabolic. I know later today my friends are going to ask me, like, what are you trading today? And like some of my friends, they're still trading on Robinhood. They never expanded to like Wheats or DeFi trading. So when I see them and I look them in the eyeball, I'm going to say, I bought unicorn fart dust. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? Why the fuck you buy unicorn fart dust? What is that? And then I'm going to tell them like, oh, this is just a meme coin that some guy launched in his garage who was predominantly making videos about gold and silver. This is so funny. It's so funny. But like, I don't know, this is like one of those funny things I can tell people I bought. Like telling them I buy Bitcoin, that's not funny. Telling them I bought Doge. Doge is pretty common now over the past few years. So this is also for that shock reaction. For that shock reaction. But what we see here, this thing went from like significantly under a penny. Like this thing was over here at like 0.00, like super cheap. Is at that very low bonding curve area. And then 0.00073. Let me just add that on there. 0.00073, and now we're at about 7.9. We already hit 9.75. So this is where this thing has ran so far. So from that bottom till the top, you might be a little bit late, Shah. You're probably a little bit late. If you didn't get that Discord notification last night, that was like very late as well, but you're late. even I'm debating like if I want to start taking profits going out. Although I do want to let this thing run longer. I would love to see that wallet go to 100K. I would love to see this $50 wallet go to 100K. It's crazy. It's wild. Sometimes you see some random stuff on Twitter, YouTube, and you just go with it. My God. So, yeah, if this thing hits 1 billion, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, if you're late, wait for a dip. If you're late, wait for people to take profits. Right now, it's so risky. Me holding it's not as risky because my cost basis is so cheap. Look, guys, let's bait Elon. Let's bait Elon right now. If you got Unicorn Fart Dust, I'll put the tweet in the chat. Go there, like it. Go there, like that, and retweet it. Go there, like, and retweet. Yeah, I mean, that's why I tag everybody in Discord to get those notifications out. Let me, I mean, I'm up like over 8,000 so far on this Unicorn Fart Dust. I'll put the tweet in the chat. Go get it. And go get that engagement. If Elon likes or replies to that Unicorn Farting Dust image, who knows what will happen. Trying to bait Elon this morning into like an image of a unicorn farting dust. This is where crypto is at right now. I mean, this is where we are in crypto. I wasn't happy enough with the 1,500% XRP play. I wasn't happy enough with the 550% Bitcoin short. So now I'm trading unicorn fart dust, and I put that Discord announcement last night when I was buying unicorn fart dust as well. Before I went to bed, even at like 12:25 a.m., I'd say consider buying $50 worth of this thing, and that was at 3.8 cents. And then it dropped down to like around 2 cents. So yeah, people got some good entries before this run up, obviously, in the last 11 hours. Look at the YouTube poll though, guys. This is bizarre. Over 48% of you guys voted yes that you have unicorn fart dust, which is a lot. I'm surprised. I thought maybe like 5% of you guys would say yes, but a lot more of you guys are holding unicorn fart dust. Look at the unicorn. Unicorn farting dust up here. It's farting dust on the chart, so let me tell you. I mean, what we see in crypto is bizarre. What we see in crypto is bizarre. I got to keep putting my password up there on this thing. Oh. Oh. I mean, people in YouTube chat were telling me to sell it earlier when I was at $4,000 and $5,000 balance. So pretty funny seeing it go like double and triple from there. The trader inside of me wants to take profits from the highs and buy back in the dips, but if this meme really goes, this would be one of the local moves. If I sell it and it drops by half, and I get double the bag. That's not a bad trade. But what happens if I sell and the price keeps running? Because we're not at the market cap target yet. So if it doesn't hit the targets, I understand that. Like if it's trading sideways for like a few days, but this is early. Scalping something like this early, all you have to do is pay the gas fees on Solana. If it reaches $1, that would be bizarre, Carlo. That would still be 10 times from here. A lot of people would take profits if it hit $1. Well, this is on the it's on Radium. It's on Radium. I'll put a link in the chat for the unicorn fart dust, but people are using Solana. It's on Solana and people were swapping Solana for it. The market cap up here is probably around 68 million. I am noticing like we are getting some big sales over here as well. Maybe some of the people that bought earlier are waking up and seeing their bags are up tremendously, so they're taking some profits. That's something that's understandable. I mean, even I was thinking about scaling out a little bit up there. But yeah, just watching this unicorn fart dust. The thing about these type of memes, though, once they get more popular on the social media side, you get more people seeing them. Right now, we're not that popular on social media. There's not as many people buying this crypto. Yeah, the guy already sold some. He sold before he even got up here to these prices, so it's pretty funny. I think at least 100 million to 500 million. And if you look right here on the market cap on the chart, look at these cells. I'm probably going to put this on a 1 minute, see those cells. So from the local top, we're already down over 29%, 20%. Sometimes that could be a bearish signal. But if we go back up to the top, that's 50% move from here. But I am noticing like large amounts of sells in this area for this. I thought at the top of the chart here, I may have to refresh. I swear they have market cap at the top here. I could be wrong. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so the highest the market cap hit was about 95 million before we really got this big sell pressure. I think it may want to go back and try to test that $100 million market cap. It's weird when I refresh, the market cap goes away. But yeah, watching the chart here, watching the balance, just seeing how this thing goes. I mean, this wallet's up only 117,000%. I don't know. Lots of free money in the markets these days, I guess. Lots of irrational stuff happening in the markets these days. Let me tell you. But it would be cool to like flip this and then see like how it goes. I don't know if it'll be a buy right now. I didn't buy more right here. I didn't buy at this price. I bought way cheaper. The last buy I did was under 4 cents. What am I looking at here? It's crazy. This is bizarre. This thing definitely outperformed everything else that we're looking at for the week. Though it's definitely pretty bizarre. I'm at 8,000 on this wallet so far for this unicorn fart dust. Unicorn fart dust. Look, I put the link of the actual pump.fund that you guys can get the contract address, but also you can link your wallets to the Radium. A lot of you guys are messaging me now how to buy it after you see that it's already pumped. Woo! You guys bought some unicorn fart dust? Unicorn fart dust. So funny. This is probably one of the funniest thing that happened to me in crypto in a while. Let's take a quick break from unicorn fart dust, people. Just a quick break. We're gonna go back over here. We'll come back to fart dust later. I just want to show you that crypto is bleeding down. I did take some profits earlier on some of my shorts, but we're still unfortunately coming down. So you guys still going to see those lower lows on Bitcoin. We're still going to see big days of liquidations and stuff. I took profits earlier in Discord, shared my take profits. I was happy where they were at. Move those profits into other things a little bit later. This was my XRP short. I closed it with 1,560%. My entry was at 268, some change. I closed at 247, some change. My Bitcoin short average DCA 107,000, some change. Closed at around 104,000. So just that $3,000 move, I made almost 560% on that Bitcoin short. And then if you're looking at Discord for share entries, last night before I went to sleep, I did mention that I bought some unicorn fart dust around 3 cents to 3.2 cents on this position. It cost me about $3,899 to purchase that fart dust. And it's up a lot today. I think these crypto prices are going to go down. And then I'm just sitting on this fart dust for a while. I'm up almost double. And I was already up double earlier on the unicorn fart dust from the area where I initially bought. To each their own when it comes to taking profits. Like, to each their own when it comes to taking profits. But man, it's been a wild ride this morning. I never thought I would go in and buy something like unicorn fart dust early. Nice, ZD. I hope you don't get liquidate. Enjoy your profits on that Bitcoin short. Enjoy the profits on that Bitcoin short. Look at this price. Man, unicorn fart dust is getting that sell pressure though. These wallets are crazy. And I think Uniswap has that unicorn logo as well, which is interesting. So we'll see who all looks at unicorn fart dust and see how far it can go. It was not really launched by a developer. The guy that launched it does gold and silver crypto videos. So he's not really experienced when it comes to DeFi and this stuff. But on the bonus side, there was no KOLs. They didn't pay YouTubers to talk about this. There was no pre-sale. This was done on the bonding curve. So I think overall is a pretty fair launch. And that was something I was looking forward to, trying to get into a meme coin early. I want to try to get to talk to the guy. I want to try to talk to the guy that made it because it's pretty funny. I was watching his videos, researching gold and silver a lot lately. And then out of nowhere, one of his live streams is about this token that he's launching to prove that cryptos are not good and valuable. But after the bonding curve, people in Solana started sending this thing. They started buying this thing up. And they sent this thing up towards the moon. I'm talking about, we were over here. If you look on the hourly, if you look over here, this thing was less than a penny. Is very cheap, less than a penny. And then it went up over 15,000% over here on the Radium side. So, and this thing ran. Definitely seeing this thing run and move very fast is interesting. It's been a wild one so far. It's been a wild one so far, I will say that, for this token. And crypto is dropping right now. Like, crypto is still dropping. Like, when you look over here at Bitcoin and everything, Bitcoin, Doge, XRP, Ethereum, They're all coming down. They're all coming down quite hard, actually. Let me turn off my camera for this picture real quick. I did have to snap that chart. But man. Woo! So I'm gonna throw this in charts channel real quick as well. Send out announcement. We're at risk of liquidating the longs. Yep, I'm starting to see those liquidations under us, which is it's very risky here. Very risky over here. Let me send this chart to one of my buddies as well, who's not in the Discord, that doesn't have Discord as much. Let me go over here to 1126. Woo! Look at these cryptos bleeding down. Yeah, it's pretty new. It was it's pretty new. Like the pumped up fund until now. It's not even that far out yet. We're like super early. We're like day 2, day 3 early on this thing, depending on when you first learned about it. But this is that first week. But yeah, this thing is ran. It ran. Plenty of room to take profits if you're happy where it's at. I'm not happy enough. I'm not happy enough about it yet. And this is happening right before Christmas as well, ironically. A meme coin launching right before Christmas, the week before Christmas, and the traditional stock market stops trading on this Friday. They're gonna start wrapping up their trades. But yeah, welcome to Unicorn Fart Dust in the world of crypto. Unicorn Fart Dust. You took profit snatch, Jim? Oh, man. Yeah, I can understand that. Man, this thing is crazy. I wish I could keep that wallet open when I go AFK, but I can't leave the wallet open. It just doesn't stay logged in, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay logged in. But this thing is running. This thing has been running. You think we see 20 cents? Okay. I mean, the YouTube chat, almost 50% say yes. 51% are actually holding this unicorn fart coin. Like, what is this? Okay, unicorn fart coin. I'm up over 8,000 right now on this thing. It's crazy. Totally bizarre. This thing keeps going. You bought it because of the live stream, so you got in a little bit later. What was your price, Renzo? At what price? I'm just sharing my experience with you guys about this token. This is bizarre. Woo! Let me add this to my Telegram story where all the the world of crypto. So, guys, oh, that was good news, man. Look at look at that recent candle. Yeah, this was pretty. Yeah, this one's like one of the most fair crypto meme coin launches that I've seen. Like from what I've seen so far, this is like one of the better launches. And it's just funny. I like that they didn't have the ICO or the KOLs or pre-sale, all that garbage. Ironically, this is one of the best meme coins that's launched in a while. And I just am lucky enough to have gotten a bag early on. Because I was researching gold and silver. So people are starting to find unicorn fart dust on social media. They're starting to find it on this YouTube live. We're still early. Wow. Thank you, Carlo. I mean, it's pretty funny.